just a moment, we're going to honor some incredible heroes in our city. But before I make remarks about what they did, I want to actually name who we're talking about. Officer Jack Johns, Officer Ryan Levins, Officer Sandra Fleming, Officer German Barreto, Officer Nick Burke, Officer Garth Leflett, and if I mispronounce your name, I owe you one. Officer Nick Mikes, Officer Aaron Briggs, Sergeant Jim Britt, Seattle Fire Department Chief Phil Jose, I knew that one. Seattle Fire Department Battalion Chief Derek Williamson, Seattle Fire Department Chief Jeff Oates, Seattle Firefighter Leo Castaneda, and from the Seattle Housing Authority, Thaddeus Perry. The dedication and sacrifice of our first responders represents the best of our city, and yesterday we saw that exemplified. When they got a call that there was a fire at the Lambeau Apartments in Delridge, Seattle police were first at the scene. Seeing an apartment on fire and with no knowledge of how big it might be, these officers didn't wait because they knew lives were at risk. These officers ran into the building to make sure that everyone got out. They were joined by the Seattle Housing Authority employee who quickly sprang into action with a fire extinguisher. They were then joined by the Seattle firefighters who worked quickly to get this fire under control and stopped it before it could have easily have spread to another building. Together, these public servants saved many lives yesterday. I particularly want to thank the Southwest Precinct Watch officers for their quick actions to evacuate the residents of the building as they waited for the Seattle Fire Department to arrive. Going into burning buildings is not a typical action for a police officer, but they did it anyway. And these public servants deserve our gratitude and our thanks. Thank you to Chief O'Toole and to Chief Scoggins and to Executive Director of the Seattle Housing Authority, Lofton, for your amazing work, for the teams that you've developed, and for their work yesterday. A quick update on those who were displaced yesterday. We've opened the Delridge Community Center with the Red Cross to provide shelter. Our Human Service Department and our Office of Immigrant and Refugees Affairs is working with the Red Cross to ensure that these families have housing. And now it's my honor to introduce Chief Scoggins first, I believe.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good afternoon, everyone. Yesterday at approximately 2:37 in the afternoon, the Seattle Fire Department received many calls of a structure fire at 6955 Delridge, and we had many units responding to that incident. And once our units got on scene, they noticed quickly that this was a larger fire that quickly went to a third alarm with over 100 Seattle firefighters responding to fight this fire under the direction of Deputy Chief Brian Hastings. There were many challenges associated with this fire, but I did hear about some of the quick actions that individuals took as our units were preparing to attack this fire. Under the direction of Sergeant Britt from the Seattle Police Department, evacuating many of the residents truly made a difference. And the Seattle Housing Authority employee Thaddeus, who's to my left right here, I was doing a little recruiting in the hallway. They just did an outstanding job of saving so many lives. Our units are faced with these challenges each and every day. And this was public safety at its best, partnering to really make a difference in the community for an event that'll go on and on and on for quite a while. So I just wanted to say thank you to the many individuals who are here. And we have 4 of our firefighters who were there yesterday: Deputy Chief Phil Jose, Battalion Chief Derek Williamson, Firefighter Oates, and Firefighter Castaneda, who was actually on the first arriving crew that got there yesterday and really got to do a lot to make a difference in saving a lot of lives. So thank you to all those involved.
Thank you, Mayor Murray and Chief Scoggins. It's such a pleasure to be here today to honor those people on the front lines, our police officers and our firefighters. And this is another indication of the extraordinary partnership we enjoy. Chief Scoggins and I have established a great friendship and mutual respect. And I think it's not only worked to our mutual advantage, but to the advantage of our personnel as well. We've worked together on a number of issues, whether it's Narcan, AEDs, we're currently working on water rescue issues, and it's a real team effort. We're harnessing our resources to enhance public safety in our community. So thank you, Chief, for your partnership. I have great respect for the Seattle Fire Department. We're very, very fortunate to have the caliber of personnel in our fire department that we do. To my own officers, I'm incredibly proud. I'm not surprised, but I'm proud that you ran into burning buildings to help rescue people. I received a text message yesterday that we had a large fire in our southwest precinct, but it wasn't until some time later that I received a text message from Chief Scoggins along with live pictures and kudos to our officers for the bravery they demonstrated running into the building when they first arrived. So I'm incredibly proud of them. I know that this is the type of work they do day in and day out, but I really appreciate the fact that the mayor wanted to pay respects to their work today and acknowledge the great commitment that they make to the city day in and day out. So thank you very much, Mayor. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you. You're gonna give it up.